Alright. It's time! More Ravens rebuild. Oh boy, alright. I have taken the liberties of going ahead and advancing past the preseason. So the team is set up as I want. We're going to go with Rashad Bateman as our #1 receiver for now, with Hollywood Brown playing the slot. I think it'll help both guys get more catches, honestly. Maybe not. Maybe Brown won't have as many as last year, but I think going forward, that's going to be how I set it up. We do have some upgrades to do, so I'll do those. Remember in the last episode, Devin Duvernay did regress down to just star dev. What else did we do on offense? We picked up Ely from the Falcons. We signed Tyree Phillips back to the team. I think we traded him in year 1. Or I guess the off-season of year 1. He has now developed a bit, and he is back. That's really all we've done on offense for this year, I think. That's all I see, anyway. Yeah, that's about it. Defensively, one big change coming over from the last episode is going to be Jalen Ramsey. That's a pretty big change. Traded 2 firsts and a second-round pick to get him. We're just going all in to try to win the Super Bowl, and kind of like the Chargers, what they're doing in real life, we're trying to just assemble the best team possible, not really caring about our draft picks right now. Eventually that could bite us, but I'm not too concerned. We do have some other changes, like Jordan Poyer now instead of Chuck Clark, and Demarion Overshone in place of Malik Harrison. So some minor changes, minor downgrades, but a big upgrade with Jalen Ramsey, so not too worried about it. Sam Cook retired. Mullet pointed out in the last episode, I know I said I was either going to draft a punter or just sign a young guy. Well, we signed Sipos, who's not exactly a young guy, but he is just going to be our backup kicker and punter, so it's not like we were going to have an amazing punter next to Justin Tucker. It doesn't really make sense to when we could have him do both. Practice squad. I spent so much time on the practice squad in the last episode. I hope I'm not going to do that again ever. I really don't want to. I think I might just, like, not care, honestly. I think I might just let the practice squad go as it goes. We have a 77 overall running back right now, by the way, on the practice squad. There's very, very little chance he makes it through to the end of the season on our team. But you never know. He made it through the first week of simming, so we'll see how it goes. Let's do these upgrades, and then I'm going to get into the season. Try to get a little quicker start here once again. I'm not going to do the gotta go fast, woo, fast. I'm not doing that again, but I am going to try to speed up the season so the videos aren't quite as long. We do have upgrades to some pretty important players on our team, like Kayvon Thibodeau, who's only 23 years old still. It feels like I've been doing this franchise already for so long, and I really just haven't. We're only in 2024, which is only basically, really 3 years. It's not even 3 full seasons, but it's basically like 3 years ahead of real life. I don't know what we want to upgrade with Thibodeau here. I like the idea of upgrading run stopping because you get that block shed. I'd rather have high block shed than the power or finesse moves, because I feel like block shed helps rushing and defending the run, so we'll go with that. And he gets a finesse move anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter so much. Sean Ryan, since he is a tackle now, we're going to go with pass protecting. Try to make him the best tackle we can. Zion Johnson. I think we're going to go one more power to bring that up to 70, and then we're just going to go with agile the rest of the way. Makes sense from a scheme fit perspective, I think. Okay. Jared Mobley. He's higher than the Overshown. The Overshown? Demarion Overshown. There we go. Sorry. But his coverage is pretty low, so he's still going to be our third linebacker. And he also still only has normal dev, so. And that brings us to Overshown, who we traded for. Let's go run stop. Pretty decent. He's kind of Tyus Bowser, but he's better in coverage, way better in coverage, so. Kind of a... I think it was the third year? Not... I don't know. The second year we were starting Bowser as an outside linebacker. Not the best decision, but anyway, it's kind of a similar player, I guess. Trevor Penning. If Trevor Penning had just been a higher overall, I was thinking about this earlier. I think I still would have gone after Quentin Nelson just because of how good he is, literally a 99 overall. But I wouldn't have had to sign Tyree Phillips. So it would be Zion Johnson at center. Of course, Ronnie Stanley at left tackle, Quentin Nelson at left guard. Johnson at center. Sean Ryan would play right guard, and then Trevor Penning could be the right tackle. But he came out of that draft at a 58 overall. And just really a bummer because in real life he's probably a borderline first round prospect right now. I think that's kind of the consensus with him. That's just not what he was in the draft class, so gotta work with what he is, which is a backup. And then Hollywood Marquise Brown. I said that backwards. Marquise Hollywood Brown. I want to go physical, but I don't really want him to lose the scheme fit. Although he is 27 now, I don't think it matters a ton if he's a scheme fit or not. And he keeps the scheme fit anyway. 2 catch in traffic and 1 spec catch was too short. Okay. Yeah. So decent upgrades there to start the season off. Doesn't really, I mean, nothing really affects much of anything anymore, it seems like. And Mullet pointed this out in, actually on Discord. I was gonna say in the YouTube, in the comments, but on Discord actually. I might have said some things about Henry Ruggs in the last episode that, while true, maybe could have worded it a little differently. We are going to take some action here with Ruggs, and yeah, he's gonna be out of the league soon, in the game hopefully, because he's out of the league in real life for doing something very wrong. So that's all I'm gonna address with that. We could also do the same with Damon Arnett. Honestly, I don't know if he's still even in the league. I assume he's still in the league somewhere. Yeah, maybe he's not. Maybe he's just not. He's probably in free agency, that's fine. He's probably only like a 75 overall. That's fine, okay. Now some might say, well, why don't you do the same for Deshaun Watson? And, you know, I probably could. Probably could. The Texans did draft a quarterback, so it would almost make sense to do so. Yeah, I think we're going to. I think we're going to. There's a very real chance that he plays next year, but right now he's not playing, so it is what it is. It really is what it is. If there's anyone else that I should look at, you know, maybe there is, I don't know. Maybe I should change some of these quarterbacks' positions just so they won't waste away. Like Sergio Bartel was a first-round pick to the Kansas City Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes here. He's going to be a free agent in 4 years, and he's just never going to play. So should I retroactively help the Chiefs here and make him a different position of need, maybe. I mean, heck, even a fullback. Like, make him a fullback. They're not going to really need much because of how good they are. Offensive line is developed pretty well. I could maybe make him a defensive end. They really don't have much at defensive end. Chris Jones playing tackle. Now they have Trayvon Ramsey, who looks really good and is very young. I could make him a left end. Do I really want to go that deep though? I mean, the Chiefs are the ones that screwed up based on draft logic just being worse than last year. They tuned it so far the other direction. If you looked at Madden 21 drafts, you rarely had like more than 2 or 3 quarterbacks go in the first 3 rounds. And now everybody wants a quarterback. So teams like the Chiefs or the Chargers with Herbert or the Bengals with Burrow, they'll take quarterbacks just because really. I mean, there's no rationale to why it is that they do that. So a guy like Sergio Bartel, who was just a first round pick as a 74 overall hidden dev quarterback, is just going to be sitting on the bench developing for 4 years. It seems kind of a shame, but at the same time, it's kind of the computer's own draft logic fault. Like the Colts here, who released Carson Wentz now after signing Jameis Winston to a multi-year deal to replace him. They could have used a hidden dev young quarterback behind Jameis, but they didn't take one. So I don't know. I can't make moves for each and every team. Maybe at some point, if I figure out a way to do rebuilds faster, I'll do a rebuild as every team. I feel like that will take a tremendous amount of time. I think it would be fun if I did an offline franchise where I could control every team. The thing is with that, because it was, I don't know why you can't be more than one team online. I think that's really dumb. They have to do it offline. Offline takes forever. And you also can't use the Start Today feature for an offline franchise. So to do this, where I would control every team, I would have to force win all the games. I would have to be okay with just, everybody developing again, basically, for another 2021 season. It just seems like a lot of work for not a lot of reason. Whereas if I did an online franchise, I would have the updated stats and I could do a full off season, but there's no way to control every team doing an online franchise. So the logic of Madden just the past like 5 years has really gone downhill for what I play Madden for. I'll just leave it at that. Probably it's probably good. One other thing I was gonna do in the last episode, I was gonna take a look at every team's quarterback position just to get kind of a full reset of the league. And I did that off stream, and there were a lot of quarterbacks who were just numbered like things in the 20s and 30s. Like that Chiefs rookie quarterback, he was number 31. So I changed some numbers, but we can go ahead and look over the stream. Justin Fields, he's a superstar now. Burrow's a superstar. Josh Allen's a superstar. They also have a kind of decent young backup, but I don't think he was a high pick, at least. Teddy, he's still in Denver. I'm guessing he's a star. No, just normal. Yikes. I mean, he's still 78 overall, which isn't too bad at all, really. Baker, he's a superstar. Jordan Love now, he replaced Taylor Heineke to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers starter after they won the Super Bowl with Heineke as the starter last year. He was Super Bowl MVP. No, he was not. Devin White was Super Bowl MVP. But Taylor Heineke wins a Super Bowl and then is replaced immediately by Jordan Love. One, Taylor Heineke should not be winning a team a Super Bowl. So that shows you how much playbooks really play a part in a team's success. Like, you have to be a good team to win a Super Bowl, but you also have to have a good playbook, or you're just not going to win. And then two, it should show you that Just complete roster management needs an overhaul, or at least it needs some work, because a team that just won the Super Bowl with this player, he got star dev at least. But you're going to sign a guy who's only one overall, and I know he's younger. Like, it makes more sense to have Jordan Love as your quarterback than Taylor Heineke. But it also doesn't make a lot of sense to have Jordan Love on your roster after winning the Super Bowl with Taylor Heineke, and he's still here. It bothers me. This whole game bothers me sometimes. Kyler Murray, still a superstar. Thought he'd be an X Factor kind of by now. Justin Herbert's a superstar. They drafted Carson Strong, so he's just wasting away. Potential first-round pick in real life. Talked about Mahomes and Bartell. Yeah, he was number 31. He's Priest Holmes. Colts with Jameis. Weird move when they had Wentz already. He was an upgrade, but you're already paying Wentz. They had to wait, I think, 2 years to release him. Bailey Zapp, or Zippy, maybe? I don't know. He's leading the NCAA in passing yards currently, as we speak. It is the 12th of November. He's leading the NCAA in passing, so pretty good for him. Dolphins have Tua. What's he now? Star? Yep, star for Tua. Jalen Hurts, still the Eagles QB. He's still just normal. And he's only, what, one overall lower than Tua, who's a star? I wonder if he was a star but lost it, maybe. Falcons now with Daniel Jones. Oh boy. Football team's another one. They had Sam Howell. They drafted him. And then they took another QB. And they're both normal dev. So BJ Stevens is never going to be better than Sam Howell. It just won't happen. So it's another pick that was just a wasted opportunity. And they're paying Trubisky on top of that. So it really just made no sense to draft Stevens. I don't know. Trey Lance, he's a superstar. Jacoby Brissett backing him up. Giants with Matt Corral. Now, if you remember the first draft of this series, I wasn't really critical of what the Giants did. They took Corral and they took Evan Neal at picks 2 and 3, which, yeah, that's your quarterback and that's your left tackle. Those are great picks. Now, we'll get to the Lions soon. We'll talk more about it then. Jaguars, superstar Trevor Lawrence. Oh, what is Matt Corral's X Factor, by the way, now? That's pretty good. Okay. And he has Truz. That's terrible. Sorry. Tom Brady now is on the Jets. I think is he maybe the third quarterback now to play over Zach Wilson in this franchise? Colin Kaepernick was one. I feel like they had even somebody else last year, and now they have Brady, who still has X Factor. He's still an 82. Like, it makes sense. And for Zach Wilson, it's conceivable that he's going to have a kind of similar career to Sam Darnold. Especially looking at how it started. People are already talking about Mike White being the starting quarterback going forward. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. The Lions took Malik Willis number 1 overall. And, like, Malik Willis, he's a decent prospect. He still has star dev. He's a 77 overall. He may be starting now in year 3, since he's the same overall as Goff. But if you look at the Giants, they had Daniel Jones, who was bad, right? Like a 72, 73 overall. They took Corral, and he was immediately better, so he started right away. And that's why he's up to 81, and he's an X Factor. The Lions now, they've wasted 2 years of development for Malik Willis because Jared Goff was higher. Now they're finally the same, and Malik Willis only has the star dev. He could have X Factor by now. And not only the development part, but he's not even been playing because he's been behind Goff. So not only did you waste Malik Willis's development, but you drafted a guy that you didn't even play because you saw Jared Goff, who was higher. So there's still a lot of logic to be worked on. I feel like this is all I've talked about in this episode so far, is the draft logic and things like that. Another one that's kind of weird, and maybe for some people is like, yeah, get him out of the league. Aaron Rodgers is in free agency currently. the team did not re-sign him, and they did not re-sign Jordan Love either. So they're going now with Brady Chandler, who they drafted last year to replace one of, if not both of them, and he has replaced both of them. So Brady Chandler. Kenny Pickett to the Panthers. I think I actually mocked this in my most recent mock. I hate that he's wearing number 1. We're gonna fix that real quick. Something, logic and things bothering me. That's all I've talked about so far. This whole video's chalked. Number 3. There you go. Derek Anderson, represent. Patriots. Is this start of Mac Jones? Yeah. 83 overall. He's higher than. Is he higher than Lance and Fields both right now? Might be. That's the product of using the default XP sliders. Derek Carr, still starting for the Raiders. He's a star. Drew Lock in here. Stafford still with the Rams. Gardner Minshew. Nick Mullins as well. They're paying a lot of money for quarterbacks right now. Of course, we still have Lamar. We're paying a lot of money for our quarterback, but I feel like that's justified. Desmond Ridder is the Saints QB, and he is only normal. 2 years in the Saints offense, and he's only normal? That's shocking. That's really surprising, actually. Ian Book in there. Russell Wilson, the Seahawks also looks like they've drafted good quarterbacks in back-to-back years, and they still have Russell Wilson. BJ Gibson is a normal. Jake Bridge is hidden. And they're both just going to sit behind Russell Wilson until he's gone. And only one of them is going to play, so they definitely wasted at least one of those picks. Potentially really a waste of both. So draft logic still being weird. I still don't like it. Still going to complain about it. Give me 1 second here before I talk about Tanner Younger. He was another guy that had like a funky number. I think he was number 20. Like I don't understand that at all. One moment. Play some elevator music. One moment. Forgive me. I do this. I've done this probably the last 3 episodes, really. I was going to say 2, but it's probably been the last 3, where I talk about wanting to get through this faster, and then I either get distracted or I start doing something in the game, or like right now I just checked my phone and now I'm checking something else. So I apologize if I actually edited the videos and then posted them. I could do that. I could. That could be a thing I could do. But so far, it's not been a thing I've done exactly. So, is what it is. Check out my clip videos. Alright, sorry. Tanner Younger, Heisman winning trophy winner out of Notre Dame. He probably has Superstar or X Factor even. And Josh Rosen in here, Kyle Trask in here, Jacob Eason's in here. I feel like these 3 guys are about the same player as well, to be honest. That's kind of funny. Texans now, they're going to go with Jeff Livingston since they drafted him. Normal. Yeah. I got Davis Mills. Maybe could still be the future. No, he won't be. Ryan Tannehill. This is a team that actually took a rookie quarterback that makes sense. like, yeah, they still have Tannehill, but he's down to a 76. He's only star. He's 36 years old. At least they took, like, it made sense for them to take one at least, even though he's going to be a backup to start. Just the problem is with him, he's only normal dev, so, you know, if Tannehill, or maybe even if Tannehill's still on the team next year, they might draft another one. I don't know. And finally, the Vikings have Sam Darnold getting his third opportunity to start with Kellen Mond behind him, not progressing at all. So that's the lay of the land for quarterbacks in today's NFL. And of course, we have Lamar Jackson, who's tied with Patrick Mahomes for being the best in the league. Kyler Murray, Josh Allen, Dak, the top five, Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert, all in the 90 club. And you got some young guys in here that are in the 80s, and you got Tom Brady who's in the 80s still. Fields only an 80, being a superstar seems low. Yeah, for my whatever my next franchise is, if it's going to be Raiders rebuild, Raiders. I don't even know if rebuild's a strong enough word. I don't think it is. We need like a Raiders blow it up and start again. Just get every single person out of the organization and restart. And maybe move to St. Louis. St. Louis Raiders. I don't know. Anyway, okay, hold on. Let me pause. All right, we're gonna get into the season. I've been talking a lot. I'll timestamp it right there, and we're gonna get going. Week 1 against the Raiders, who beat us in the playoffs last year. Derek Carr still there. Certain players not there anymore, and they beat us again by a field goal. And we lost all our practice squad players. That's okay. Again, like I said earlier, I don't want to spend so much time looking at practice squad players. There's Aaron Rodgers, X Factor, 86 overall free agent quarterback. I mean, sure, like these guys are actually pretty good. It's a good group of players that are eligible for practice squad, so we might as well try to keep them on the practice squad. Like, yeah, most of them are going to get signed and all. I know that, but it's future backups that are cheap that we can get for virtually nothing. So, and we need them. Our cap situation is that we have none. We have no flexibility. We have a lot of high-priced players. We just got another one in Jalen Ramsey. And honestly, his contract isn't too bad. He's getting paid less for us the next 2 years than Marlon Humphrey is. So it's working out well for us, I think. In the long run, it will. But also, like, we have to be able to field a complete team. So we have to stay under the salary cap. And I thought there was going to be room. I thought there was going to be a lot of players left over. There's not. There's only 2 players in the entire free agent pool of the world of NFL players that are eligible for the practice squad right now. So that's a problem I haven't seen. And maybe it's just because I'm a couple years into this franchise, but I haven't seen where there's just none. There's no players available for practice squad. Haven't seen that. But now I have. So there you go. Jerrion Ealy, backup running back. Let's go elusive. He's an interesting player. He replaces Gus Edwards this year for us. He's only 23 years old. He's star dev. He's an 80 overall. And he's one of the best backup running backs in the league with 96 speed. So it's nice to have him. He is just a backup, so he won't play a ton, but don't mind having him. Justin Matabuke. Should I bring up my Haloti Nada thing again, or am I going to trip over all my words again? I don't know. Probably leave it. We got some stories to look at, I guess. I really don't want to hear these. As long as it's not the alarm clock. Please don't play the alarm clock in my ears. Play something, though. Come on, hurry it up. Thank you. Demarion Overshone did not reach his camp goal. I don't think I've ever had a player continue past this week, so I don't know how long it takes when it's that specific goal, but I've just can't get guys to do their goal. And it was kind of unfair for it to be him, because it expects a 4-3 coverage linebacker to get 2 sacks, and it's like, no, it's not going to happen. So, not surprised it didn't happen. But that was to go from star to superstar. Not going to happen. Everyone's disappointed, and we let you. That girl's fine, certainly. We can't beat the Raiders. Cannot beat the Raiders, which is a bummer. We are using Dallas Cowboys playbooks. Trying that out this year. Last year we were number 1 in the league in passing, but dead last in rushing, so something's got to change. Because obviously the Baltimore Ravens should not be last in rushing with Lamar Jackson on the team. Now, for Madden, I get it a little bit because QB run simming is not very good. They just don't do it that often. Which sucks because you have a player like Lamar Jackson. I had to change his X Factor abilities because him having running abilities is not going to do anything for him. It's a bummer, but it's true. And we are already 0-2. We've lost to Derek Carr and Younger, the Heisman Trophy winner. We're 0-2. That's a really great start, guys. A really great start here in the 2024 season. Is this what even part is this now? Is this part 5? I want to say this is part 5, year 4. That's what I want to say, but honestly, I don't really know. I can't remember anymore. I think that's accurate. I'll have it accurate in the title. So when you hear me complaining about it, I figured it out. We got a short week. Just beat the Giants, alright? Just beat them, please. They're 0-2 as well. They have an X Factor quarterback too, though, Matt Corral. Not like it really. Here's the thing. I keep getting bothered because you can win a Super Bowl in this game with Taylor Heineke if your team and your playbooks are good enough. That's not real. That's not real life football. Yeah, we got a short week. It's not even giving me any choice here. It's just giving me a goal. But I have to go through a cutscene. And I have to let it load, and then have to load back into the menu. I just don't get it. I just don't. And we gotta go sign these practice squad players. We gotta do it, man. And we'll sit and look at 86 overall. Aaron Rodgers be available. It's because teams spend their cap unwisely, honestly. And look at all these young players that are just getting cut every week and then signed somewhere else. Because I'm going to pick all these guys up on my practice squad, and they're all going to get cut, or sorry, they're all going to get signed next week by somebody else. And then there'll be another crop of guys that'll sign next week, and they'll all be signed the following week. It's just a never-ending cycle. So, honestly, I really should just stop signing them after they get signed, because I know most of them aren't going to make the team anyway. But here I am signing them. 47 power back, let's go. Guy could turn into Raheem Mostert, you never know. You never know. And we're even going to get this guy with 70 strength, a 58 right tackle, 70 strength. I mean, maybe a long snapper. 70 strength. If I'm looking at a right tackle, I need at least like 80. I mean, at least 80 strength, please. You know, let alone this guy's only got 70 strength. Like, come on, man. Why are you even an offensive lineman? 70 strength, like a linebacker or something, you know. Anyway, we're gonna probably franchise tag Tucker. Peters will test again. Owe is a big one. Now he's only asking for 10 mil right now, which is nice. Rashad Bateman as well is a big one. Poyer's gonna be gone. Basham I traded for, he's gonna be gone. I honestly needed the depth. Tylan Wallace, we're not gonna be able to keep him for that much. And he didn't develop being our 4th string receiver. Brandon Stevens, no. Sean Wade, no. Divine Diablo. I like him as a player, as a prospect, but no. Khalid Kareem, no. JoJo Doman was a practice squad guy, no. Marvin Wilson, he's lasted, 3 years on our team from the practice squad, but for $2 million, no. Juju Hughes, no. Robert Hainsey for less than $1 million? For less than $1 million, that's honestly worth it for him. Davion Taylor, he's on the team from the practice squad. Over $3 million per year, no. Poljan, he's been hanging around all franchise, but $3 million a year, no. And Clone Castillo, who we let go and then brought back from the practice squad the following year. Like, yeah, he's less than $1 million, but he's also only a 62 overall. I'd rather not. So, who are we looking at bringing back? That would be Rashad Bateman, Ladafe Owe, Justin Tucker on the franchise tag. Was there another player that I mentioned? Hainsey, Robert Hainsey. That's about it, I think. And here's the thing, I don't know if we can even bring back that many players. I don't know what our cap's gonna be looking like exactly, so we'll sim to week 5 and then go in and do some negotiating. Hopefully we can beat the Giants. This could be a long season if we suck. But we do beat the Giants 19-17. Where's the offense? We're using Dallas Cowboys playbook and this is our offense right now? 19 points? I'm tempted to already change it and go to Tampa Bay offense. Or is that what I'm on? I'm pretty sure Dallas. Yeah, Dallas. I'm gonna go to Tampa Bay. If they can win a Super Bowl with Taylor Heineke at QB, I'm pretty sure Tampa Bay offense might be a little bit better then. We'll keep, as ironic as it is, you don't think of Mike McCarthy being one of the best defensive coaches ever, but the playbook seems to be pretty good. It helps Dallas get a bunch of Super Bowls usually, so let's already switch it up and go to Tampa Bay offense. Even after a win, I'm like, we only scored 19 points. We're at 1-2. We barely beat the Giants. Let's switch it up. Go to a playbook that should be, in theory, better. And we know we're a better team than most teams that we play. We have a very, very good offensive line. It's not the best left to right, but our left side is the best. And the other 3 guys aren't slouches, so calling it quits.
Uh-oh.
Do we have a Calais Campbell situation, like mid-season? No way! He's like 30 years old! Oh no, dude, I shouldn't have even clicked on this. Ronnie Stanley is thinking about retiring mid-season. Yeah, got any advice? Yeah, don't. What do you mean 70 or 80% of you? Injuries aren't on. Fatigue isn't on. If my heart isn't in it and we're losing, I'm out. This is literally coming after a win, by the way. He no longer has his heart in the game, so he's gonna retire. Wasn't counting on that one. Yeah, soul searching, you better find your Infinity Gauntlet and get it, because we're gonna need you to not retire, Ronnie Stanley. Wow. Ronnie. Dude, okay. We need to win. We need to win like the next 5 games, please. Team has struggled out of the gate. Again, this is coming off of a win, by the way. Well, hi, human. You have made it. This is true. One of my very good players wants to retire mid-season, so that's bad. That's pretty much all I've done so far in the first 40 minutes of this stream. So, you're pretty much caught up. Okay, who needs to step up? Lamar Jackson. We scored 19 points last week and we're 1-2. Step it up. Let's go. I can't have Ronnie Stanley retire. The one good thing that I can think of, if Ronnie Stanley is to retire somehow, is that at least we have Quentin Nelson. Good thing. Because if Ronnie Stanley retires, Quentin Nelson is going to play left tackle. No question about that. He's a 95 pass protector. There's no question he's going to slide over to left tackle. But if he retires, we have no cap, and I think his contract will still count against the cap. So Robert Hainsey's going to have to step up into the starting role somewhere. Probably a right guard. I think we would flip Phillips over to left guard and start Hainsey at right guard. This is bad. I don't need Ronnie Stanley retiring. How old is he? He's 30. Don't retire. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Is this going to happen with other players going forward? Like, is Quentin Nelson or Lamar Jackson, Kayvon Thibodeau is going to be 28 years old and he's going to be like, I don't really feel like playing football anymore. In your Madden franchise where there's no injuries or fatigue, I don't really feel like it, coach. I think I'm going to retire unexpectedly at 30 years old or younger. We have to win a bunch of games for him to stay, so I don't know how many we have to win. I don't know how many weeks. I've seen this once before. It was one of the first test franchises I did after the game came out. It happened with Mitchell Schwartz. And Mitchell Schwartz, who is a free agent in real life, when the game first came out, he was like a 92 overall free agent. So I signed him, and like a couple games into the season, that same thing triggered, where it said he was going to retire, and he actually did retire. So I know it's possible if we don't win. I remember it was a Texans franchise I was doing, so I was like, do I trade him then? Because we're the Texans, and I'm tanking. So should I trade him? Should I just release him? Like, what should I do here? In the end, I kept him because I thought we could win some games. We didn't, and he retired. So I know it can happen. I really don't want to lose Ronnie Stanley at 30 years old. I really don't. I don't know how many years he has left on his contract too, but wow, that would be sad. I'd be very sad. I don't want to be very sad. Please don't. Please just don't do it. Let's just win some games. He'll feel a little better, right? And then he won't retire. What if they still retire at the end of the season though? I don't know what all this storyline goes through. I have no idea. So this is bad. This is bad. I don't want Ronnie Stanley to retire. I mean, yes, this happens in real life. Andrew Luck retired at 30. I get it. I'm well familiar with it happening. But also, like, it's Madden. It's a video game. The guy's 30 and he's over a 90 overall. He shouldn't be retiring yet. Okay, we need Lamar Jackson to get some higher short accuracy, please. Medium and short. Okay. We have to win. We have to. Have to win. I mean, we need We need wins harder than we need a Super Bowl win in this franchise, to be honest. We need wins right now to keep Ronnie Stanley. Human, you thought this was Doki Doki? Not yet, at least. I might play some later. I can't promise that, but it might. For now, it's me being sad on Madden Simulator. I mean, if all Owe wants here is 10 mil a year, we can give him a bit more, and it's still a discount. This is less than 11 mil per year, and we do have some cap, by the way, 26 mil. It's gonna go away, and it's really gonna, well, I guess we'll get more if Ronnie Stanley retires. Please don't. All right, we're gonna sign Owe to 7 years. He's excited. Cool. And we're going to sign Rashad Bateman next week for 7 years. Would have got on, but work at 7. Yeah, I remember saying that yesterday. Very early. That's only like 7 hours from now, too. Jeez. Well, my Madden stream here might put you to sleep, so that might help you. Michael Carter? 25-year-old, 77-year-old Michael Carter just chilling free agency. Oh, did somebody sign Rodgers? Oh, no, they didn't. Wentz is a free agent, too, as well. 2 as well. Hey, did you know Carson Wentz is a free agent, 2 as well? Sorry, I'm thinking about Ronnie Stanley, and I'm just saying things. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't want these players, man. I want a full practice squad just so I have the option of having the depth for next year, but I don't want these players, First 8-hour shift? Oof. Yikes. Please help, body hurts. Yeah, tag me in after like 5 hours, I'll finish off the last 3. Yeah, it was funny when I mentioned the Target thing, and I'm like, for one, I mean, what if I was like, yeah, I want everything, $1,200. Like, but also like there was really like maybe one thing that I would have picked out. It was like way too much stuff. So I'm sorry I couldn't support as much. All right, this is a large moment in this franchise. If we lose this game, if we lose like more over the next few games than we win, Ronnie Stanley might just straight up retire. So let's get a win against the Patriots, please. Mac Jones. We have Lamar Jackson. Whew. Holy, we win by 3. That is not what I want to spend my money on. Oh, another thing I looked on today, I didn't know about this thing GameStop was doing. They have, um, for a lot of newer games, they have buy 2, get 1 free right now. So I looked through that, and I thought about COD. I thought about Demon Slayer, and Hot Wheels, and Nier Automata, and I just, eh, eh. 28K by 10. Oh, they made 2K by noon. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, they're doing alright. True. But yeah, I looked for games through GameStop. I didn't really want them. I don't know. Yeah, get COD. But COD. I will touch Battlefront sometimes. Blackmail. It's funny you mentioned that because I was looking through the store and the complete edition with like the skins and things. That's available for I think it's $8. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll buy that to get all the skins I don't have. And I had just an immediate realization. Oh, you meant Battlefield. Oh. Well, uh, I don't know. I don't know. But no, I was like, why do I want to spend more money on Battlefront? I don't play it. So I changed my mind on that one. Rashad Bateman wants even like a lot less than Owe wanted, so we can go to like 57 million, which is like 8 mil per year only for Rashad Bateman. Superstar, 24 years old, and he's an 83. That sounds pretty good. I like that idea. It ain't my own money, so there you go. Battlefront can sit on my left nut. Oh, okay. Well, buy Call of Duty. I don't know. I just don't know. Let's see. I need to offer Tucker less than he wants so that I can franchise tag him in the off season. I mean, if he would accept like this kind of an offer, cool. But he's not going to. How much do these football players make? A lot. Let me start playing football real fast. Yeah, it's not too late. There's rookies occasionally that are like mid-late 20s. You never know. But yeah, they make a lot. Let's check out just my team alone. It's gonna start with Lamar Jackson, who's making a nice little 46 million this year. Be a quarterback if you can. You can't excite me, COD, and not get COD. I'm just saying. I looked on the website. There were a lot of games. I had I think 5 games in my cart, and now I have no games in my cart. I didn't get them. I didn't want them. Thought about it. Ronnie Stanley, who wants to retire, by the way, he's only 30. He's making 24 million a year. Let me go blackmail a football player. Hey, if you can blackmail Lamar, he's making 46 million. Paying Quentin Nelson over 20 mil annually. Marlon Humphrey about 20 mil. Jalen Ramsey, he's still getting paid from the Rams, technically. That's why his cap hit is lower. Because we traded for him from the Rams. Mark Andrews, 17 mil, just about. Dexter Lawrence I haven't really thought about on this team, but I can't forget about him. Very good defensive tackle. Thibodeau's going to need a new contract next year, so we got to come up with some more money for that. When do we get some cap relief from Lamar Jackson? Not for a while. Not until 2028. At that point, we're still going to be paying Quentin Nelson, Owe, Bateman, Patrick Queen, Matabuke, Dobbins, Lawrence, Brown, Duvernay, and Elliott. And this nothing contract for our backup punter. Backup kicker and punter. Yeah, that's probably true. There probably are players that are blackmailed somewhat regularly. You're not wrong. Probably. Who makes the most money? Right now, in real life, it would be Patrick Mahomes. He signed a 10-year contract worth $500 million. $50 million a year. And the game is so smart that they went ahead and they drafted another quarterback in the first round. That makes a lot of sense, right? No, it makes no sense. But yeah, he's making... So this is structured kind of differently because he's making 44, 46, 42. But then he's going to make 60 million. And also in the game, he doesn't have his full 10-year contract because in the game, you can only go up to 7 years. So the game gets on my nerves. Let's just say that. 500 billion. Give it a few years. Give it some time. Maybe Arch Manning, who is Peyton and Eli's nephew, their brother Cooper, who also played in high school and college. His son Arch, he might be able to make $1 billion if he's that good. Let's see. I think I'm gonna stop signing practice squad players. Maybe I'll check back in like week 18. It's just not worth it. They keep getting signed, and then they get cut, and I sign them again. They get cut, and I sign them again. It's just not worth it. So I'm not gonna touch that the rest of this season. Maybe like week 18. That game is broken. Yeah, it's pretty busted. It's pretty bad in some ways. A lot of ways. But we continue on. We need more wins. We need win to keep Ronnie Stanley from retiring. And we lost. And we lost. Boy, and we gave up 40. I don't care about your prospect highlight. I really don't. I'll answer this because it should give us some XP if we win, but... Holy crap, can we win so Ronnie Stanley can stay on the team? Why are we 2-3? This is supposed to be a Super Bowl winning team. I bring in Jalen Ramsey. We signed Dexter Lawrence. We signed Quentin Nelson. We have 399 overall players. We traded up for Kayvon Thibodeau. Like, it's not working out so far, is it? Do we even have a playoff win? We've made the playoffs every year, but have we... I think we've made the playoffs every year. But do we even have a playoff win? I don't think we do. And we even got a weekly award. Marlon Humphrey, 10 tackles and a pick. Well, it's not great. I thought it was going to be Lamar. It's like, how'd we do that? I don't know. It's starting to get annoying. This game, this sim is just... It's making me sad, because we should be winning games. And now, because we're not winning these games, Ronnie Stanley might retire. Because that's the thing. That he's going to just retire mid-season. And now we won't have one of our best players if he retires. So, this is stressful. We need to win these games. And hopefully have a winning record by the time he decides if he's going to retire or not. Or else he is gone. At that point, what do we do? Maybe we consider trading players away instead of trading for players. Maybe we're not really good enough to be competing for Super Bowls if we can't even win a playoff game. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I'm not going to force wins ever. Don't care to do that. It should be obvious that I'm not force winning because I'm losing. And I'm not force losing either because I want to win. Let me tell you, I want to win. If I ever actually start winning with this team, I will show that I did not force win. But we are not even winning, so I don't know what to do. I don't know. I think if Ronnie Stanley retires, I may just end it there. I may just end the video there. Play some Doki Doki if he retires. Please win. I know it's the Super Bowl defending team. They have Jordan Love at quarterback. It's not 95 overall Tom Brady. It's 72-year-old Tom Brady. 72 overall Jordan Love. That's a big difference. Please, please, if you're ever going to win another single game in this franchise, we won. Okay, and his thing's still not up there about retiring, so. Now let me tell you right now, I can't sign a free agent because literally we have 0 cap space. So I'm not even going to entertain that storyline. Not even going to click it. This should give us a little XP, right? Yep, 1000 XP for everybody. This is the most nervous I've been through this franchise, and it sucks. Because yeah, we have $430,000, and that's the thing. If he retires, maybe we'll have cap space. Ha 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 ha. Got any plans? I guess you're gonna rest because if I tell you to practice, then you lose 7 morale, and that's not worth losing the morale for. I hate this game. We lose to the Steelers. We lost. Who else? I mean, we've lost 3 games already. We're 3-3, but we beat Tampa Bay, who wins the Super Bowl in the sim. I don't understand why that's possible. I don't understand how that's possible. I just don't understand. Simply put, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know. Probably shouldn't have paid Patrick Ricard. He's making like $5 million a year as a fullback. Probably not worth it. But I wanted him to be a career Raven, so gave him a contract. Which honestly, that's what I want to do for Justin Tucker as well. I'd like him to spend his whole career with Baltimore. Here I am upgrading these backup guys after I have been insisting that I want to make this go faster than usual. We've been streaming for an hour so far. Davion Taylor, not quite CJ Mosley, but he's wearing number 57. John Ajokwu, he was the same overall out of the draft as a 7th round pick as Trevor Penning was as a 3rd round pick. Just really emphasizes how bad Trevor Penning was when we drafted him. He could have had hidden dev. He could have been like 10 points higher. It would have been great, but didn't work out. And think about how good it would be now, too. I talked about this at the beginning, but now that we might lose Ronnie Stanley, like I don't know, man. This is bad. I don't like it. And you see these practice squad guys again. It's all guys that have been here that I've signed, and then they get signed by somebody else. So I don't care. I'm gonna wait till literally week 18, and then sign them, and then hopefully some of them will still be there. Here we go. Let's see it. Let me see it. Let me see Ronnie Stanley retirement decision. Go ahead. Put it up there. No, he still hasn't decided. Okay. Oh, that means another week. And we have to win. Please, please. It's the Browns. If you're ever going to beat the Browns ever again in your life, Lamar Jackson, please, right now, beat them right now, this game. I don't need Ronnie Stanley retiring. I need him to be playing for the next, like, 4 or more years. Okay? I don't need our 90 overall left tackle to retire early. during a season. I really don't need that. You really don't need that, honestly. I really don't. Please don't. Don't do it. Don't go. Don't leave me. Oh, Ronnie Stanley. I don't know. I've never been more scared playing Madden than I am right now. Really. I don't know. Can't can't retire. Can't have it happen. We have to win this game. It may not come down specifically to this game, but if we lose, it sure doesn't help. So please beat. Oh no, they're 5-2. Great, they're leading. We're last in our division right now. We're 3-3. The Browns are 5-2. The Bengals and Steelers are both 4-3. We have a 92 offense. We're an 88 overall. The Browns are an 81. If we lose this game and Ronnie Stanley retires, I'm done for now. I'm gonna call it. It's gonna be an hour-long video, and I'm gonna come back in like 2 weeks with the next part because I need some time to decompress from this game. If that's the case, we lost, and he's done. We lose. We lose. We're done. I'm done. Ronnie Stanley's done. Get blown out by the Browns, and Ronnie Stanley calls it quits. I don't blame him. I don't even blame him. I'm happy for you, Ronnie. I understand. I understand, man. Best of luck, yeah. Yeah. Unreal. Blown out by the Browns 49-14 with a 92 offense and a 85 defense. I mean, apparently Cleveland playbooks is the way to go, so we might as well change it for next time and just set it to Browns offense and defense. Click the wrong thing. Ronnie, Ronnie, not Rodney. But that is pretty close, though. Like Ronnie 2K. I don't know. I don't know. How do we score 14 points? How do we give up 40? I don't know. 92 offense, 85 defense. I don't know. What the heck am I looking for? Cleveland. Cleveland offense, Cleveland defense. Apparently that's the playbook. It's Cleveland for both. If the Cleveland Browns can put up 40 on my team and hold me to under 20 in a game that we have to win or else Ronnie Stanley is retiring, then Cleveland playbook is the way. F Rodney either way, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I'm can't win a game this year. Can't win. We're what, 3-5? 3-4? Can't win with one of the best teams in the NFL. They're just not winning games. Kind of like in real life, where they can't beat the Dolphins with Jacoby Brissett and then Tua coming in the second half. Unreal. He's just gone. Which one of these does not belong in the starting lineup? It's this one. It's Myron Cunningham. And I get it. I understand. You know, I get it. We can't beat the Browns. We get blown out. We're 3-4. We suck. I think I've built this team as well as I possibly could, and we suck. Can't win games. Trying every different kind of playbook. We get beat by the Raiders in the playoffs. We're not even going to make the playoffs this year at this rate. So might as well go to Cleveland playbooks because apparently they're OP. It's like I know this. I see the Browns play in the Super Bowl a lot in Madden. But also, I thought using Tampa Bay offense with Dallas defense would be fine, and we gave up 49 points. And we scored, what, 14? Can't lose by 35 to the Browns. I want to say things that I am not going to say on YouTube, but I want to say them. We lose by 35 to the Browns. We're 3-4 in the division. We're last. We suck. I feel like Jim Mora. Playoffs? What do you mean, playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. And hey, we have cap space now. Hoo-hoo. Zippity-doo-dah. Cap space. Great. Yeah. Absolutely rage-inducing. We're gonna go to Quentin Nelson at left tackle. We have to. We're gonna move Phillips to left guard. And then I'm either gonna start Robert Hainsey at right guard, or if there's a free agent that's better than him, we're gonna sign him. Unreal. Ronnie Stanley just gone. Because we get blown out. And I literally don't blame him. How are we losing by 35 to the Cleveland Browns? How? Don't understand. Really don't. Really struggling to understand. I mean, Max Sharping, Trey Hopkins, Mark Lewinsky, Laurent Duvernay Tardif. I mean, this man's literally a doctor, so let's sign him, I guess. Unreal. Seriously. And you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Because I'm upset. I'm signing Aaron Rodgers and I'm trading him for draft picks. I don't care. I don't care. I'm doing it. Don't care. Number 3, yeah. Aaron Rodgers. Where number 3, yep. Yep. Sure. Anything's possible in Madden, right? Kind of like when Ronnie Stanley retires mid-season. And I don't even blame him. I don't blame him. How could I blame him for retiring? We're a week past the trade deadline, dude. I'm gonna rip my hair out so much. I'm gonna be bald. I'm gonna be bald. It's decided now. I am now a bald person. We're past the trade deadline. I can't trade him. I signed him for nothing. I can't trade him. And I can't release him either because I have it set to a minimum overall restriction to where you can't cut players that are 70 overall or lower. So now we just have him. Maybe Aaron Rodgers can play offensive line. Hey, there's an idea. He may be 40 years old, but hey, he's still playing. And hey, he's got 59 strength. Oh boy, I bet he can play guard. Not even going to be a backup. No more Ronnie Stanley. Alright, I'm going to Doki Doki. Madden was horrible. This was terrifyingly bad. I'm sad. And I'm gonna go to Doki Doki. That's all. That's it. End of video. End of stream. Nothing else to say. I don't know. What else would there be to say? I have elite talent players at 30 years old retiring midseason, and I can't even blame them because we're getting blown out by 5 touchdowns against the Cleveland Browns. Browns playbook is just OP, I guess. I'll come back in about a week and try it again, but I'm done for now. Goodbye. See you in the next one.